Hello.
Yes, tell me. Hello.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, easily irritated means?
Easily irritated means easily irritated. They are getting irritated. মানে বিরক্ত হয়ে যায় খুব সহজেই আর কি। They are getting irritated very easily. Type D people. মানে অন্যদের সাথে কথা বলে খুব irritated feel করে আর কি। মানে যেহেতু এরা কোনো কাউকে সবকিছুতেই নেগেটিভ ভাবে না, they are thinking very negatively about everybody and everyone else. So that is the reason they are feeling irritated very easily actually.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is type D people. So if you go to this slide, so all the personalities, that is the type A, B, C, D are given in a single slide. So you can identify type A people are ambitious, competitive, practical, impatient, aggressive. On the other hand, type B people are relaxed, cheerful, patient, too casual, and procrastinator. Type C people are systematic, thoughtful, sensitive, cautious, critical, and type D people are distressed, negative, pessimistic, depressed, and socially inhibited. So these are the characteristics of these things actually. So type A, B, C, and D. So any doubt anyone having as of now? Type A, B, C, D.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, if the
No,
question
sir.
comes, why type A people are having high blood pressure? What would be your answer?
Due to
So because they are
overthinking.
overworking and they take
Overthinking,
a lot of pressure.
overworking.
Okay. Anything else?
So due to full
Pressure,
energy, sir.
due to stress,
sir.
So because they don't take any breaks from their work.
Mhm.
For taking
And
extra.
sir, with full potential, they do their work so that they can achieve their target.
They expose themselves to excess stress.
Yes, right. Actually, we need to tell that the type B people, type A people are having these characteristics. They are impatient, they are competitive, they are work obsessed, they are achievement oriented, they are aggressive, and they always want to complete the job before time. They always have a competition with the watch or the clock, and that is the reason they are creating unnecessary stress for themselves. And we know that the high level of stress always related to high blood pressure, and that is the reason the type A people are having higher tendency to have higher blood pressure. That would be our way of answering that. From the characteristics of the type A people, we can to know that the people are having they are very much impatient in nature, they are very much competitive, work obsessed, achievement oriented, aggressive, and stress, and they always want to go ahead of time, and they want to complete the job before time, and that's why they are creating unnecessary stress for themselves. So we know that high level of stress is always equal to high level of blood pressure. So that is the reason type A people are having high blood pressure. So that would be the answer. Now, who are the people or who are the personalities who are falling ill easily?
C, type C.
Sir, type
Type
C.
C.
Answer type C is the answer, right? মানে কি justification? What would be the justification?
Because type C category people রা সবকিছু মনের ভেতরেই রাখে, তো সেজন্য
কিছু বার করতে চায় না। যখন স্যাড থাকলেও সে মানে কারোর সাথে শেয়ার করবে না, নিজের মনের মধ্যে রেখে দেবে
Exactly,
কথাগুলো।
sir. They can't share any feelings with the other
people. Yes, sir.
Right. So that is the same pattern. We'll be telling that from the characteristics of the type C personality, we come to know that they are outwardly appearance is calm, but inwardly they are having a lot of turmoil. Then they suppress their feeling rather than sharing them. They conform to the wishes of the others, and they turn their emotion inward instead of taking action, and that is the reason they are more susceptible to illness. They are prone to illness. So that would be the answer. আমরা ওইভাবে ঘুরিয়ে জিনিসটাকে বলবো আর That the type C personality characteristics are their outward appearance is calm, but their inwardly they are having a lot of turmoil. They suppress their feeling rather than sharing them. They conform to the wishes of the others, and they turn their emotion inward rather than taking action. And that is the reason that make them more susceptible to illness, and they are prone to illness. So that would be the answer. That would be the answer, right? Okay, I have shared one case study with you. Have you listened to that case study?
What's that?
একটা কেস স্টাডি তোমাদের গ্রুপে আমি দিয়েছিলাম, একটা ভিডিও কেস স্টাডি। হ্যাভ ইউ গন থ্রু দ্যাট?
নো স্যার, এখনো অব্দি দেখিনি। নো
No,
স্যার, এখনো।
ওটা ভালো করে শুনে নাও, কারণ these are the case studies, because in
Yes,
your
sir.
examination case study is bound to come, and in your interview process would also be, there would be case studies, right? So that is the reason we need to do some practice of the case study. Please go through that case study, so that, because if you are not going through the case study, then we cannot explain, right? We cannot discuss. So please go through that case study, so in our Monday class we can have a discussion on that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then just give me a moment. I'm just opening the new slide. Okay, so we'll be discussing a little bit about some of the personality traits. So one of the personality traits is called the locus of control. Have you heard about the term locus of control earlier?
No, sir.
Okay, so locus of control means what control ourselves. That is called locus of control. So locus of control means our perception of where the seat of power over our lives is located. That means who is controlling our fate, who is controlling our life. So that is called the locus of control. If you think that you have scored poorly in the examination, it is because of the fact the teacher who have taught you have not completed the syllabus. the questions were totally out of the syllabus. Probably the evaluator who have checked the paper have done some partiality, and that is the reason you have scored poorly. So that is one way of thinking. Another way of thinking is that probably you have not given the examination properly, your preparation was not good, so that is the reason you have scored poor marks. So that means whatever is happening in your life, if you think it is because of somebody else, outsider, for them something negative or positive, whatever is happening in your life, it is because of them, that means you are having an external locus of control. If you think that whatever is happening in your life and that is because of you, nobody is responsible for that, it is because of you, that means you are having internal locus of control. Okay, so if you think that you are being controlled by yourself, your destiny, your fate is being controlled by yourself, then it is called internal locus of control. If you think that somebody else is controlling yourself, then it is called the external locus of control. So that is the basic difference between the internal locus of control and the external locus of control. Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say? Locus of control.
Sir, can you explain again?
Locus of control means I mean, what is your thought? What is your perception? Who is controlling you? I mean, whatever you are, whatever is happening in your life, is it because of you? Is it because of your decision? Or is it you think that whatever is happening to you, whatever is happening in your life, it because of others? So if that is the thought process, that means you are having an external locus of control. That means you are telling whatever is happening in your life, it is because of others. But if you think your thought process is that whatever is happening to you is because of you, right? It is because of you. Or whatever will be happening to your life, it is because of you. Because you are the decision maker in your life. You are defining your fate. You are defining your destiny. That means that you are having internal locus of control. But if you think it is because of others, it is others, maybe environment, others may be your family, your friends, you may be thinking the God, it is because of the God or the Almighty who is doing everything for you, right? So that is the idea of the locus of control. মানে তোমার কাছে তোমার লাইফের কন্ট্রোলটা কার কাছে আছে? নিজের কাছে আছে নাকি অন্য কারোর কাছে আছে? মানে এটা অ্যাকচুয়াল কন্ট্রোল থাকা বা না থাকা নয়, কিন্তু এটা হচ্ছে অ্যাবাউট ইউর পারসেপশন, হোয়াট ইউর থট প্রসেস ইজ, রাইট? তোমার মনে হতে পারে কিছু কিছু ছেলেমেয়েদের সাথে তুমি কথা বলে দেখবে, যখন পড়াশোনা করে কি হবে, চাকরি বাকরি তো আর হবে না, মানে এটা তো কোনো লাভ নেই করে, যা হওয়ার এমনি, চাকরি পাওয়ার হলে এমনিই পাবো, না পাওয়ার হলে পাবো না, তার জন্য পড়াশোনা ভালো করে করা বা না করার সাথে কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই। দ্যাট মিনস দিস পিপল আর হ্যাভিং এক্সটার্নাল লোকাস অফ কন্ট্রোল, and those people who are studying hard, they are preparing for different competitive examination, they are preparing for interview well and trying to crack the interview. So at that point of time, that means they are having internal locus of control. You know, there are people I met, I mean encounter on a regular basis, তাদের ধারণাই থাকে যে স্যার আমাকে ওই একটা জায়গায় চাকরি করিয়ে দিন। নাও চাকরি করিয়ে দিন এই যে কথাটা যখনই বলছে না কেউ, that means they are having external locus of control, that means they are not having a self confidence to get a job. তো চাকরি করিয়ে দিন এটা তো হতে পারে না কখনো, মানে so you have to get a job through your performance. So that means if you think that okay fine, if your question is sir I want to get that job in that particular company, how should I prepare? If that is the question, that means you are depending on yourself, that you are preparing yourself to get the job. But on the other hand, if somebody is asking that ওই চাকরিটা স্যার পেতে গেলে মানে কার সাথে কথা বলতে হবে, মানে if that is the thing, that means you are depending on others, মানে as if অন্য কেউ তোমার চাকরিটা করে দেবে. So if that is the thing, if your thought process, that means you are having external locus of control. But both the thing, I mean both internal locus of control and the external locus of control, if that is high in nature, I mean very very high, that also create problem. Because if you are too much internal locus of control, you may be blaming yourself if something happened negatively. যে তোমার নিজেকে ব্লেম করতে থাকবে, it is because of me that happened. Okay, you are having high internal locus of control. And if you are, and another problem হতে পারে যে if you are having a high internal locus of control, then generally if your level of confidence, you are having overconfidence, that means you can handle anything, but which is not also true, because everything in the world you cannot control, whatever, because you are not a superpower holder. It is not possible that you can control everything, you cannot, right? You have to accept many things. But if the people are having high level of internal locus of control, they are thinking like that they can control anything, but when they fail, that create problem for themselves. So that's why too much of anything is not good. So even too much of internal locus of control definitely good, because it will increase your self-confidence, it will increase your level of motivation, it will increase your morale. But the problem is if it is too high, so that is also going to create some problem, right? So similarly for the external locus of control, if it is very high, so you will be losing interest, you will be losing motivation, that you will be having a lot of anxiety. You will be thinking that nothing will happen, whatever I am going to try, nothing will happen. How much study I am going to do, how much preparation I am going to take, I am not going to get a job. So it is a fact, I am not going to get a job. So what is the utility of preparing myself? So if that is your thought, so that is also bad. So that is the thing. So extreme case of external locus of control or extreme case of internal locus of control, both are not good actually. But of course, comparatively, if you are having internal locus of control, definitely your level of confidence and your level of success will be much higher. That is true. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So that's the thing. I can control my destiny. That is internal locus of control. They control my destiny. That is external locus of control. That's the idea. Next one is the authoritarianism. So this is also another characteristics, personality characteristics type. Authoritarianism means they differentiate between the power and the status. I am the manager, you are my employee. I am the manager, you are an assistant manager. You have to listen to me. I am the manager, you are an executive. You have to listen to me. Whatever I am going to say, you have to follow it. Right? They are very much demanding. Say, for example, office time is up to 6 p.m. Now the manager is coming at around 5:45 and telling the employee, complete this job by today, and that job required 3 hours time. Say for example, now they have to stay back up to 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. and complete the job, because you will be telling, no, you have to complete, no other option, right? So that is the thing. So there's status and the power difference, autocratic and demanding with the subordinate, accept orders and instruction from the others. Like this kind of people, like they give orders to others, they also accept orders from their superior. মানে তার যারা ম্যানেজার বা সুপারভাইজার আছে তারা যা বলবে এরা তাই করবে, কিন্তু এরাও এক্সপেক্ট করে আমি যা বলবো আমার নিচে যারা রয়েছে তাদেরকে করতে হবে। আমি যদি বলি সানডে আসতে হবে, তাতে সানডে আসতে হবে, বিকজ আমি বলছি, আমি ম্যানেজার, আই এম টেলিং, সো করতে হবে। So that is called authoritarianism. Now this kind of authoritarianism is suitable for a bureaucratic organization, মানে যেখানে খুব structured government type organization, so there you can do it. But if it is a flexible organization like any IT company or the e-commerce or the startup companies, so there this kind of philosophy is not accepted. A authoritarianism characteristics take ekdomi accept kora hoy na. But in some organization like bureaucratic organization, structured organization, so they can follow this kind of practices. That is called the authoritarianism. Any doubt anyone having authoritarianism?
No, sir.
No, sir.
স্লাইড নাম্বার 3 তে একটু দেখাবেন এক্সটার্নাল আর ইন্টারনাল।
হ্যাঁ, এটা তো যেটা আমরা ডিসকাস করলাম সেটাই, যে আই কন্ট্রোল মাই ডেস্টিনি। আমি যদি নিজের ডেস্টিনিকে নিজে কন্ট্রোল করি, তার মানে আমার হচ্ছে ইন্টারনাল লোকাস অফ কন্ট্রোল। আর যদি মনে করি দে কন্ট্রোল মাই ডেস্টিনি, সামবডি এলস, maybe the environment, maybe the government, maybe somebody else or the government, I mean the almighty God is controlling my destiny, then it is called external. So it is totally based on your thought process, how you are thinking. Okay, so next one is dogmatism. Dogmatism means, I mean, the characteristics is called the dogmatic. Now dogmatic means I am right, you are wrong. That means if the some people characteristics is that whatever they are thinking or they are telling is right, other people are wrong. So that's why that thought process is like that I am right, you are wrong. So this kind of characteristics is called the dogmatic, right? So and this phenomena is called the dogmatism. So based on dogmatism, people can be of two types, high dogmatic and the low dogmatic. So high on dogmatism means they are rigid and closed. That means whatever they are telling, that is final. They are not going to listen to anybody. Tara jeta bolche setai listen to anybody. If somebody is coming with any ideas, any thought process, anything, they are closed. I mean, no, I don't know. Whatever I have decided, fine. I'm not going to listen to you. So this kind of principle is called the these things. I mean, high on they are high on dogmatism actually, and the low on dogmatism means the dogmatism level ta kom. That means they are open. তারা কিন্তু সব সময় নিজেদেরকে ঠিকভাবে সেটা নয়, they are open to others. If the other people are giving some good ideas, they are also receptive in that. So they can take that ideas as well. So, but the people with the high dogmatism, they are very much close. They think they are the right thing. I mean, whatever they are telling, that is right. And whatever the other people are telling is not right. So that is the fundamental concept of the high dogmatism. Okay, high dogmatism. So based on dogmatism, people have two types: high dogmatism, low dogmatism. Any doubt anyone having dogmatism?
Sir, low dogmatic means?
লো ডগম্যাটিক মানে দেখো লজিকটা বলে, ডগম্যাটিক মানে হচ্ছে যারা বেসিক্যালি অন্যদের কথা শোনে না, নিজেদের মতামতটাই ফাইনাল, অন্যদের মতামত নিতেই চায় না, মানে ওপিনিয়ন নেবেই না, এরা হচ্ছে ডগম্যাটিক। তার ফলে যারা এই ডগম্যাটিজমের ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্সটা যাদের মধ্যে বেশি থাকে, তাদের মধ্যে এই ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্সটা বেশি, মানে আই এম রাইট, ইউ আর রং, এবং আমি যেটা বলবো সেটাই হবে। কিন্তু যাদের ডগম্যাটিক ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্সটা কম থাকে, তাদের মধ্যে এই ওপেননেসটা বেশি থাকে, যে তারা বলবে যে ঠিক আছে, মানে আমার মতামত তো আমি দিলাম, এবার তোমাদের মতামত তোমরা বলো, তোমাদের কি আইডিয়াস। তার মধ্যে থেকে যদি অন্যদের মতামত কিছু ভালো লাগে, ডেফিনেটলি দে আর গোয়িং টু অ্যাকসেপ্ট ইট। সো এটাই হচ্ছে ডিফারেন্সটা। হাই ডগম্যাটিজম মানে তারা অন্যের কথা শুনবেই না, যা তারা ঠিক করবে দ্যাট ইজ ফাইনাল। বাট দ্য লো অন ডগম্যাটিজম মিন্স দে আর ওপেন টু আদার্স পয়েন্ট অফ ভিউ এন্ড দে আর রিসেপটিভ অলসো। এটাই হচ্ছে ডিফারেন্স।
Okay, sir.
Next one is Machiavellianism. Machiavellianism, in short, it is called MAC. MAC means capability to manipulate others. Now, capability to manipulation does not mean unethical all the time. Okay, unethical all the time. So, I mean, that's the idea. I mean, extent to which the person manipulate others. Like, say, for example, a company want their employees to do night shift. Now the employees are habituated to day shift, 10 to 5 job. Now suddenly the company have decided to go for 24/7. So all the employees have to go for night shift as well. Now if the manager is directly telling by a notice that this is the notice from tomorrow or from next month onwards, everybody has to come for night shift as well, there would be lot of resistance. People will not be accepting that. But instead of that, if they are telling it differently, like say for example, if the manager is coming in the meeting room and where all the employees are sitting, and then the manager is telling that see, you know, how many of you are interested to increase your monthly salary by 7,000 to 8,000 per month. So of course everybody is interested to increase their salary. Everybody will be raising their hand that yes sir, we want to increase our salary by 7,000 to 8,000 per month. Then they will be asking that how many of you are interested to have free foods in the office. If the company is deciding to give you free foods, you know, variety of foods, veg and non-veg items as per your choice, if you are providing you free of cost, how many of you are interested? So of course, you know, most of the people will be raising their hand until and unless you are having some typical problem, I mean stomach issues and etc. So everybody will be raising their hand that yes, I'm interested to have food. Okay, interested to have free food. Right, so that is the idea. That's the answer you will be giving. Okay, so that's the thing. So at that point of time, now the manager is telling that you know, we will be giving you that option. We'll be giving you these things. I mean, your salary would be increased by 8,000, and we'll be giving you free food only for the people who would be agreed to go for night shift. Okay, so because the night shift allowance will be 8,000, those will be getting into night shift, they will be getting 8,000 rupees extra, and dinner would be free. Those will be coming to the night shift. The dinner would be totally free of cost, and the menu would be decided by you only. I mean, that food would be delivered to you. So I mean, this is the kind of manipulation. You are first giving them the positive side, and everybody now is interested. Now you are telling that you have to come for night shift. So this is a kind of manipulation, you can say, right? So that's the idea. I mean, extent to which the person manipulate others. So based on that, people can be of two type: high MAC and the low MAC. And another characteristics is end justify the means. End justify the means. That means these people take decision instantly without justification why they are taking the decision. When the results are coming out, then they are discussing that yes, that is the result is positive. Actually, this is the reason I have taken the decision. Like say for example, think about a cricket match. Now there is a cricket match, and suddenly I mean, the first wicket, the opener got out very easily. I mean, within the first 1 over or 2 over, and then the captain have sent the bowler who is supposed to come at 9th position or the 10th position, that bowler has been sent by the captain on the 3rd position. Suddenly, everybody got shocked. Now that bowler have gone and they have scored a half century, say for example, scored really well. Now he is telling, yes, I know this is the situation, that is the reason I have sent. But of course, if only if he is become successful, then only he can justify. But this kind of risk is being taken by the Machiavellianism people and the high Mac people. So it is usually being said, if you want to become a successful manager or a successful politician, you must be having high Mac value. Otherwise, it is very difficult to become a politician or becoming good manager, right? So that's the idea. So that is the fundamental concept of Machiavellianism. That means your capability to manipulate others, right? That means in that example we have discussed that your objective was to make the people work in the night shift. So, but if you are telling them directly, nobody would be interested. So that's why you have shown them the positive things first, then you are talking about the negative things. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Any doubt? Anyone having Machiavellianism? Okay. Next point is the risk propensity. Risk propensity. That means your capability or interest to take risk. If you think that you can take risk more often, that means you are having high propensity to risk taking. But if you do not have if you don't want to take, if you want to avoid risk, that is a risk aversive mentality. That is, you are more cautious in nature. You are more cautious in nature. To take any decision, so you take decision more carefully in order to minimize the risk. So this kind of personality is also there. That means you are having, whether you are having the high propensity to of risk taking or you are having the low propensity to risk taking actually. So based on that, people can be also of two types: high risk propensity and the low risk propensity. Okay, so the people who can take risk easily, high risk propensity, and the people who cannot or don't want to take risk, they are risk aversive and they make decision very, very carefully and cautiously, and they want to minimize the risk. So that is the fundamental concept of the risk propensity. Any doubt? Risk propensity?
No,
So
sir.
meaning of propensity?
Propensity means intensity. How much you want to take, your tendency to take risk. You can say tendency, risk tendency. Whether you want to take risk, that is called propensity. Okay, then let's call it a day. আমরা অনেকগুলো topic আজকে পড়লাম. So we'll be again continuing in our next class. So what is my advice is, please go through that case study that I have given in the group. That is a video case study. Just listen to that. That's only a 5 minutes case study. Not also 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. Just go through that and try to give. There are 2 questions that are given, so you can give that answer, prepare that answer as well. But definitely we are going to discuss that in our next class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
So.
Thank you, sir.